Hi everyone. In this video, we will discuss a very popular interview question, which is to reverse a linked list. So we are given a linked list and we have to reverse it. So if you see here, head is at A, then we have B, C, D, E, and the output is E, D, C, B, A. So the linked list is reverse. Now there are various methods to solve this. Here I will explain how we can solve this using three methods. Let's have a look at the first method. So in the first method, we will use stack to reverse the linked list. So stack is basically a LIFO data structure, so which is last in, first out. So if we traverse this linked list starting from the head and we keep pushing all the nodes in the stack, so first we'll push A, then we'll push B, then C, then D, and then E. So in this method, in the first step, we'll traverse the linked list and push all the node values in the stack. And in the second step, we'll traverse the linked list again from the head and we'll pop these values from the stack. So first we'll get E, then D, then C, then B, and then A. So if we replace the values in each of the node with the values that we pop from the stack, the linked list will be reversed. But the problem with this method is that it uses extra space, and secondly it only changes the node values. So if we give this solution in the interview, then the follow-up comes that can we do this without extra space and by changing the links of the nodes and not the values. So to solve this problem without using extra space and by changing the links of the nodes, we can do that both recursively and iteratively. Let's have a look at the iterative method. To reverse linked list using iterative method, we'll take a pair of each nodes. So we'll take two nodes at a time. So previous and current node. So current is the node that we are processing right now and previous is the node before this. So if we change the pointer that current should point to previous, so let's say A is previous and B is current. So if we change this pointer that B should point to A and we somehow save the link to these nodes, because basically we are breaking this node. So if we save the next pointer in, let's say, in some temp variable, and we keep on reversing each pair of nodes, then by using this method we can reverse the entire linked list. So first we'll reverse AB, then BC, then CD, then DE. So pick two nodes at a time, reverse the link between them, and then proceed to the next node. Let's see how we can do this. So we have taken two pointers, previous and current. So current is at A, which is the head, and we have a previous which is pointing to null. So previous will be one node before current. Then we iterate till current is not null. We keep a pointer temp which points to current next. So current next is B, so we'll keep a pointer to B. And we'll make current next to previous. So current next, which is this pointer, will now point to previous. So what we are doing is current is A, current next is previous, so this is null. So we have made next of A to null. In the next step, previous is updated to current. So now previous is A and current is temp. So current is at B. In the next step, we check if current is not null and temp becomes next of current. So next of current is C. So this is our temp. In the next step, we make current next equal to previous. So current is at B. So next of B is A. So now what we have done is we have made current next as previous. So we have made the link to B to A. And then we make previous equal to current. So previous becomes B. And now current equal to temp. So current comes at C. So as you can see, we are moving pair by pair and reversing the links. In the next step, temp becomes next of current. So temp comes at D. Current next points to previous. So we'll make the link from C to B. Now previous comes at current. So previous comes at C and current is equal to temp. So current comes at D. In the next step, temp becomes current next. So temp comes at E. Current next is equal to previous. So next of D becomes C. Previous equal to current. So previous comes at D and current comes at temp. So current comes at E. In the next step, temp becomes current next, which is null. So now temp is null. Current next becomes previous. So next of E becomes D. Previous becomes current. So previous comes at E. And current becomes temp. So current is now null. When current is null, this while loop terminates and we return previous. So previous points to E. So this is our new head of the linked list. So the linked list is reversed to EDCBA. So the time complexity of this method is order of n, where n is the number of nodes, and the space complexity is order of 1. So by just taking a pair of each of the nodes, we can reverse their links and then proceed to the next pair. Now this can also be done recursively. Let's have a look at the recursive method. So in recursive method, we'll go till end of the linked list and we'll reverse one link at a time. So first we'll reverse the link from E to D, then from D to C, then C to B, and then from B to A. So we have this function reverse list in which we pass the head node. So we call this function reverse list for node A. We check if A equal to null or next of A is null. So this is not true. Then we again call this function for the next of A, which is B. So from here we call reverse list for B, and now the head is at B. From B we again call reverse list for C, and now the head is at C. From C we again call reverse list of for D, and head is at D. Now when we call for node E, we check if head is equal to null or head next is equal to null. So next of E is null. So this function returns with head pointer which is pointing to E. So this function returns node E. Now we come to this function call, and here the node value temp becomes E and head is D. So what we are doing here is head next equal to head. So head is D, head next is E, and next of E will become head. So we are joining this E to D, and we are making head next equal to null. So we are making head next, which is next of D, to null. So essentially what we are doing in this step is E is pointing to D and D is pointing to null. And from here we return node E. So it returns back node E. And now we come to the call reverse list for C. Now the head is at C and we are changing head next to head. So head is C, head next is D. So head next now points to head, which is C, and head next is null. So in this step what we have done is we have changed the pointer from D to C, and C now points to null, and this function again returns temp node, which is E. So now we come to the call reverse list for B. So the head is now at B. Now we are making head next equal to head. So head next is C, and head next means next of C is pointing to B, and head next equal to null, which means next of B becomes null. So in this step we have made next of C as B and next of B as null, and again from here we are returning node E. So now we come to our first call reverse list for node A. So head is at A. Now we set head next to head. So head next means next of B is A, and then head next equal to null, which means next of A is null. So in this step, we have made next of B as A and next of A as null. And we have returned node E from here. So to the calling function for reverse list, node E will be passed. So this is our new head. So in the recursive method, we reverse the list starting from the end. Now once you have understood all these algorithms, let's have a look at the implementation. All the source code that I'll be showing is available in my GitHub repository, link of which is available here and as well as in the description. Now let's have a look at the code. So first I've created the linked list. So the linked list is created as A, B, C, D, E. And then I call this function reverse list iterative, passing it the head pointer. In this function reverse list iterative, I take 2 pointers, previous and current. Then I iterate till current is not equal to null, and I keep reversing the links pair by pair. And at the end, the previous, which becomes the last node, is returned. So in the main function, this head1 now points to the last node of the list, and when I print it, the reverse list is printed. Now in the second method, I create a new list which has head as head2. I call this function reverse list recursive, in which I pass the head2 node. In this function, I have these checks if head is equal to null or head next is equal to null. After this if condition, I again call this function reverse list recursive and I pass it the next node. So it will go till end of the linked list, and from there I will start reversing the links. And at the end, temp is passed, which is the last node. So this last node becomes a new head, and then I print it using this print list function. So this print list function traverses the entire list and prints the values. Let's have a look at the output of this program. So the list is A, B, C, D, E. I have reversed using both the methods iterative and recursive, and the reverse list is printed. That was all for this video. If you like my content, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. It really motivates me to make more such content. And until next time, this is Sandeep Thapar signing off.